1 week to primary, the state of the campaign, coming up.
My name is Matthew Heines. I'm a veteran. I'm a veteran of the 82nd Airborne. I took the oath, and I'm here to defend my state from the communist. Now,
All right, so the campaign started in the month of May with my initial filing with the Washington State Secretary of State. During that filing week, I filed third on Wednesday behind incumbent Democrat and Microsoft employee Del Bene and Republican challenger Cavallari, both of whom filed on Monday. After I filed, candidates Chartrand and Spears filed. The initial cost of filing was $1,750, which my wife and I paid for out of pocket. Following that initial filing, we were required by law to file with the FEC in order to get an EIN for which we could collect donations for our campaign. Following acceptance by the Federal Elections Commission, I was able to open a bank account for the purpose of collecting tax-deductible donations, which I assigned to a PayPal account for ease of my donors. Once all of that was completed, a statement and photo for the 2022 voter pamphlets for the 1st District was required for Snohomish and King County. For people like me, who are running on the strength of their qualifications and not millions in misleading advertising, the voter pamphlet information is one of the two things that will familiarize voters with a candidate like myself. The final step, as far as the requirement for filing, etc., was the assignment of ballot order. The ballot order is assigned by random draw according to the Secretary of State. Due to the fact that I entered the race third and the number 3 came up first in the drawing, I received first place on the ballot. I also received first place in the voter pamphlet. In an election where the voters of Washington State are looking to completely dump the Democrats, my first place position on the ballot was invaluable. Now it was time to start campaigning. Before the campaign even started, however, I had a major setback as far as my main campaign vehicle, my '91 Toyota pickup. For a while, I had noticed a grinding noise coming out of my transmission right after returning from my famous Jay Inslee trial in Olympia, Washington. Before starting the official campaign, I took it to a shop where they told me I needed a whole new transmission. As of the date of this video, thanks to Biden's COVID-19 response, the cost of fuel and the cost of shipping which has reduced to a slow crawl, my truck is still sitting in the shop waiting for my new transmission. Deprived of my Yoda, as the kids say when they beg me to sell it to them, I had to rely on my Mazda. On the plus side, I was able to at least save $150 driving a much more fuel-efficient vehicle during my campaign. On the minus side, I wasn't able to drive throughout the district with my banners on the side of my truck, Signzilla, and the town hall meetings. Without access to millions in funding like the big tech and Hollywood-sponsored Del Bene, I was going to have to take my message to the streets and to the local libraries in the towns of my district in the form of town hall meetings. First, however, I was going to need campaign signs that made a difference. That meant I was going to need the help of Signzilla. Now, Signzilla came about as a result of a mistake I made during the last election when I ordered signs for the second half of the campaign to replace my original signs. I actually ordered signs that were too small. However, with some quick thinking, I was able to turn a normal campaign sign into Signezilla. This time around, however, I didn't waste any time. I ordered 100 normal-sized signs and 100 smaller signs to top off Signezilla. Once my signs arrived, I didn't waste any time then either. I started in Bellevue, the southern edge of my district, and began working my way north. After 1 week, Signezilla could be seen from Arlington to Bellevue on every major thoroughfare and high-traffic area. Unfortunately, the Democrats soon realized Signezilla would be eating away their votes. It became obvious as my dirty Democrat opponent's fascist minions began putting up her signs, they were taking down Republican signs and my signs wherever they could find them. It finally got so bad, I received threatening messages from people who were taking down my signs.
Friday, Saturday, 4:35 p.m.
Took down 2 more of your signs, fuck boy.
I had no choice but to contact the Kirkland and Redmond Police, the FBI, and the Federal Elections Commission. Although the sign stealing and harassment were bad for my campaign and my wife's state of mind, they were great for my upcoming documentary on my campaign. Town hall meetings. Along with my Signezilla strategy, I needed a way to speak to voters in a town hall meeting setting. Because the King County Library System provides free access to meeting rooms, I decided to start there. I booked in Redmond, Bothell, Woodinville, and Kirkland in King County and in Snohomish County. The process for booking was easy and it was painless. However, there were a few problems from the beginning. First, although the libraries publish their upcoming events, with the exception of the Snohomish Library, the King County libraries would not put me on their events calendar. Probably if I was a Democrat, the story would have been different. Second, in spite of my press releases and my posts on social media, I received absolutely no support in the way of publicity. Therefore, the turnout for my town meetings was low. To see how low, you'll have to watch my upcoming documentary. Now we're down to the final week, and this is my final week strategy. With 7 days to go, my signs are posted, my town hall meetings are finished, and I have one last strategy to win this election. I'm taking my campaign to the streets, literally. Starting in Bellevue in the south, I'm working my way to Arlington in the north. Every day, I'm out, and I will be out, in the 90-degree heat, showing the flag, showing my banners, and showing myself. If you happen to see me, don't be shy, honk and wave. When you see me on the ballot, just check that box next to my name. That way, you'll sleep easier at night knowing someone is going to Washington, D.C. to fight for you, your children, and our future. This time, vote for us. This time, vote for Matthew Heines and American freedom and American prosperity. This message brought to you by Vote for Heines 2022. I support this message.
Where the grapes of wrath are stored, we have loosed the faith.